Hey!
Hey, hi.
Welcome to the Natasha and Debbie show.
Hello.
That's brutal. Just two patriotic girls. So please don't take us the wrong way.
Hey guys, thanks for joining us today on the Natasha and Debbie show. Today we're going to do something a little different. It's a very important day to Natasha and I.
Yes.
And we hope that you continue on this journey with us today.
Yes, we do. 1 year ago today, December 11th, 2021, our beautiful, perfect little girl, Jazz, passed away. We were blessed to have her for 14 years. We adopted her from a rescue when she was just 14 weeks old, and she had just celebrated her 14th birthday 3 months prior. Mm-hmm. Tyson as well. We lost him this past July. It's been rough. It's been horrible. I'm not gonna lie to you guys.
It has been.
And we also adopted Tyson. He was from a shelter. So we want to do this video today on Battersea, which we'll talk about here in a moment. Not don't like buttons and subscribe stuff today. We don't do that on days that we feel like are the most important videos. It's because it's not important. But, too, we've talked in the past a little bit about the fact that Debbie and I have done dog rescue work and things like that. And in fact, yes, we have had our own business, our own nonprofit since 2008. And that is because of Tyson
and those two
and Jazz. They inspired us so much. They changed our lives in such a way. So for people who aren't aware of adoption versus buying from breeders and things like that, you can find the most amazing, loving pet you could ever imagine in the shelter and rescue. We did.
Yes, we did.
And it changed our lives to the fullest. We became self-taught dog behaviorists 15 plus years ago. We've helped numerous rescues and shelters throughout the country and even in other places as well.
Yes.
And it's all thanks to Tyson and Jazz. And because of them, we learned so much. We don't know the statistics in the United Kingdom as far as animals and things like that. But I'm going to just throw out a couple numbers to you here. These are important. In the U.S., every day, 800 dogs and cats are euthanized due to shelter space, meaning there are no space. For every single dog in our country alone to have a home, each person, follow me on this, would have to adopt 7 dogs each. And I'm not talking about just people like us. We're talking infants in their cribs and senior citizens that are stuck in nursing homes.
Every single human being
in this country would have to adopt 7 dogs each on average.
Yeah.
That's the insanity of overpopulation.
Yes.
And this is why it's so important to spay and neuter your pets, to adopt from shelters and rescues and not buying from breeders. Now, some people are going to get mad at us for that. You know what? This is who we are.
Yes.
No apologies.
And the most important thing is to spay or neuter your pets.
Amen. Yes. So Debbie and I have been doing this work. We've been preaching this. We have our own nonprofit. We've never plugged that here. We will never do that because that is not what we're here for on YouTube. We do our own stuff with that. We run that as well. But in memory of our girl today, we wanted to just throw out a little bit of information to you on this. And we want to check out Battersea. I've heard about Battersea
yes,
because of the world's most sexy man ever. Don't laugh at him. David Gandy. Happens to be a British model. You might know him. This confused some of you, didn't it? Yeah, work that out in your heads. But yeah, he did some promos and stuff, and he's worked with them. We want to see today, there's 2 videos here. One is, I think, on the 160th anniversary, which I believe was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And then one is going to be 24 hours with Battersea.
We're just going to take a look at Battersea today, which is obviously a great organization. And we know there are many great organizations like Battersea.
So let's learn about Battersea.
This is Battersea's 160th anniversary.
I've never actually seen it.
I just can't believe that we've been here for 160 years and helped over 3 million animals.
Nice.
Yes. Mary, tell me.
Mary made a promise to that dog that she would never walk past another one, and she didn't. And from that little dog, the first little dog, stems all the other dogs, the millions of dogs that have been looked after for the past 160 years.
Mary then created, with a small band of volunteers, what she first called the Temporary Home for Lost and Starving Dogs. And therein begins the legend.
She's already my hero.
Oh, bless her.
Battersea's long history of animal rescue can be found in the archives. But a picture of Mary has never been discovered.
Really? No.
Mary Tilby really invented rehoming. This is the first illustration of Battersea, 8 years after the foundation. It gives you an idea of the range of dogs that were looked after by the home. In 1862, 2 years after they were founded, they made the resolution that they would never turn a dog away. And this is the case today for cats as well, of course.
Really?
Wow.
As a great British institution and national treasure, we've always had friends in high places.
Queen Victoria herself became patron in December 1885. So that was, of course, the ultimate stamp of approval for the home.
Okay.
Heck yeah. And even
I'm not
better
crying,
place.
you're crying.
This place was already amazing and doing amazing work, but now...
I've never seen Battersea before. This is the first time I've
No,
seen it.
I've never seen it either.
3
but-
facilities, though, I think. But, oh my gosh. Okay.
It will give the Queen much pleasure to become the patron of the Dogs' Home, and I am to add that Her Majesty will subscribe £10 a year to the funds
That's a lot
of the
back then.
institution.
Queen Victoria.
Yes.
Oh, come on.
Over the years we've had some amazing supporters and obviously our patrons too, so even from Queen Victoria and the Queen and now the Duchess of Cornwall, but we really rely heavily on the general
Queen
public.
consort now.
Without them, we wouldn't be doing what we do now.
Battersea receives no government funding. It's only because of public support that we're able to keep transforming the lives of rescue animals.
I'm just going to pause there because you okay?
Yeah.
I love you.
Me too.
A lot of people don't know that nonprofits really are nonprofits. Then there are some that are not.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like Debbie and I's, we don't take a paycheck from ours that we've done. We don't. There are some out there that don't, but there are some that do, and I'm sure Battersea probably does. But at the same time, you know, when you're not government funded, you're fighting for money. And that those £1 or £5 make a huge difference. So
Yes, it does.
it is Christmas. It is a time of giving. So we would urge you guys to support Battersea or your local shelter or rescue.
Yeah, or
Please. Any of them.
Yes.
Who cares? Any of them. So I just wanted to say that.
And like
because
Natasha said, even if it's £1,
yeah, it makes a difference.
It really does help.
It makes a difference.
Turning them from underdogs into top cats.
Whether it's pandemics or world wars or air raids or all the rest of it, life goes on at Battersea. Dogs and cats need looking after,
Yes.
and we do the looking after.
God bless you guys.
We now have state-of-the-art clinics, on-site veterinary staff who are able to provide that care.
Awesome.
But we're essentially providing the love and a refuge, an asylum for those dogs in exactly the same way that Mary tried to do 160 years ago.
What a legacy.
It's hard to believe that Battersea's been around for 160 years, but come to think of it, I've been here for 30 years, which sort of gives it some kind of perspective. Although we can do so much more for dogs than we did when I first started, I would really say that the heart and soul of Battersea has remained the same throughout.
You can tell.
What are we without the people that work here? We're not just a set of buildings or a set of values. It's people. Battersea has always attracted such a diverse range of people. What do they have in common?
Well,
Just a commitment and a desire to help animals.
That's all you need.
3 million dogs and cats to date. I just want to say this. I highly doubt this would reach, but if it reaches, oh, dang, honey, it's okay. It's okay. I love you. Now, I'll hold your hand for the rest of the video. We got to do this together. If this could reach anybody at Battersea, please contact us, message us, whatever, on the comment here. We want to be a patron. We want to make our nonprofit into a patron for you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Let us know. Hopefully it can reach somebody. I hope so. I got you.
I know you do.
So the future of Battersea is just as promising and just as exciting as the last 160 years have been. We never stop here.
As long as they keep getting donations.
Flat out. The work never goes away. The animals never stop needing us, and Battersea will always be here for them.
Mary Tilby would be extremely proud of what she started.
Oh, yes, she would.
I think there'd be a little twinkle in her eye.
Oh.
It's 160 years on, and Battersea is still here for every dog and cat.
Since 1860, Battersea has cared for over 3 million dogs and cats.
Battersea is truly champion.
There's your boyfriend.
It's my husband. It's David Gady. If this reaches David Gady, hi. Just kidding. Oh boy. Was that right, ladies and gentlemen?
He does have some very blue eyes.
Hello, David. I didn't expect to see him in this.
No.
That dried up those tears right away, didn't it? Hi, David. Okay, sorry. Rewind that back just because, I don't want to miss anything.
Battersea has cared for over 3 million dogs and cats.
Battersea has truly championed the rescue animal, campaigning for their rights, loving their imperfections, and giving them the best chance of a happy home.
So right now I want to say my thanks, my respect to all the staff and volunteers.
You don't only change the lives of the animals that come into your care, but you enrich the lives of people that are lucky to welcome those animals into their home.
As an ambassador of Battersea, I am so proud that rescue has and always will be my favourite breed.
I want to be an ambassador.
Battersea for me in one line.
That's our favorite breed too, rescue.
I was going to say, she just said our favorite breed.
That's our favorite quote. Rescued is our favorite breed. I want to be an ambassador, for sure, in some way. Like the YouTube ambassadors for Battersea. Hey. Seriously. Let's see if we can get this video somehow to Battersea.
Has and always will be my favourite breed.
Sum up Battersea for me in one line. I'll tell you what, dangerous. Because I keep taking me work home with me, as you can see.
Yeah.
My Arthur. Right? Yeah.
God bless you.
You're so cute.
We can't imagine our lives without Battersea, or the lives of animals in need without Battersea. So, for us, Battersea forever.
Well said.
Nice.
Well said. Okay, so this is video number 2. This is 24 hours in Battersea. So let's see what this is about. That was awesome.
Yeah. Let's see what it's actually like inside.
Help us get this video out to people at Battersea and see how we can become ambassadors. Please help us.
Yeah, we want to work together.
Yeah, we do. We have worked all the way to Thailand with SOI or Soy Dog Rescue. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. But even though we worked with them, I don't know how to pronounce it. So help us get this out there if you can. Let's check out 24 hours.
We rehome on average about 7,000 animals a year.
Wow.
Both cats and dogs. Everyone here treats the animals like they're their dogs and they're their cats, so it is quite hard to give them up.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Been there, done that. It is hard.
Whenever people come in to adopt a dog, we've usually spoke to them a good few times before. We kind of know what they're like and know whether or not, the dog's going to be in a happy home and how they'll be together. My name is Frankie. I'm a rehoming and welfare coordinator at Battersea with the dog team.
Hi, Frankie.
We kind of manage 2 sides of the coin. We'll look after a set of kennels with a number of dogs in them, make sure that their training plans are being followed, make sure that they're happy and healthy while they're here. One of the first things we do in the morning is come in and check how all the dogs have been overnight. Hey, Ricky. Just to make sure that they've gone to the toilet, that there's no sick, they're not showing any visible signs of stress. Hello, puppy. And then on the other side of the coin, we're very customer-faced. So whenever people come in and are interested in a dog, they'll chat to us. We do a lot of matching for people. It works a little bit like a dating website for dogs. And effectively, people come in and we interview them, or they start the process online and then come in for an interview. Basically, what we want to do is make sure that the person gets the most appropriate dog for them.
That's a big thing, too. I know some people get disheartened with rescue and shelters and things, but please understand that when rescues and shelters are doing these types of things, it's really for that animal. I mean, not everybody's cut out for a specific dog. There are breeds out there that are definitely shouldn't be matched up with certain people.
Exactly. And if you're not a very active person, you obviously
don't need an active dog
with an active dog.
Right. But, the right dog will come to you. And if a wise man once told me, You don't always get the dog you want, but you will always get the dog you need.
That's right.
But also that the dog gets the most appropriate home for them. Come in and just grab a wee seat. A lot of people are thinking kind of short term, that, you know, we're ready for a dog now, but in a year's time, if they're going back to work or if something else happens, that may not be the best time necessarily for them to rehome a dog.
Lifelong commitment.
For the first 3 months, there can't be any major changes in the dog's life. So she obviously was able to offer a really good home for a dog, but they're moving house quite soon. And going from kennels off to a new home and then immediately moving house again can be quite stressful for a new dog. It's difficult looking at a cute puppy who clearly wants to be pet, but you can't.
Okay.
Any questions?
No.
Here we'll make sure that, you know, you're set up with the best opportunity both for you and for the dog.
I love that they do a good screening process.
It's Max you're here to meet? Yeah? Yes. Perfect.
Not everybody does.
Rob came in and registered with us quite a while ago, and 2 days ago...
He's wearing a Marmite shirt. Did you see that?
I didn't pay attention.
He's wearing my shirt with my name on it. If you missed it, my name's Marmite.
I'll teach you a Marmite shirt.
Oh, look at a shirt.
Rob came in and registered with us quite a while ago, and 2 days ago he rang up and Max was available, so we popped the dog on hold and he came down today to meet.
Oh, cool.
Max was a year-old shepherd.
Cool.
Max came in because the owners didn't have time for him anymore. So what we do whenever we come to the block is just write up on the board, that way if anyone else comes looking for him, they know where Max is. What time is it? 11:15. And they just felt like they couldn't cope with the dog anymore, so made the right decision by bringing it into Battersea. You ready? You ready? There's your good boy. I'll drop you down. It's alright, I know, buddy, I know. Let me see. He's quite an anxious puppy, so has quite a bit of work to have done. For us, it's making sure that he's fully aware of what it is he's taking on, and it also gives us an idea of whether or not the owner would be capable or if it's the right fit for the dog. Obviously, this is him just out of kennel as well, so there's all this pent-up energy, and he's like, I thought I was going on a walk. What is this room? He may never have been in here before as well, so...
I like his energy, though.
We also like to make sure that they get some time alone with the dog as well. Like, it could be the best dog in the world on paper, but if they go...
These guys are doing it the way Debbie and I did it, you know?
Yes, they are.
We were very, when we did the rescue aspect to our nonprofit, this is how we did it, you know? And a lot of places don't.
No.
Go up and they don't make that kind of instant connection with the dog.
And I love when this guy's meeting the dog. That's the right way to do it.
The best thing about working in Battersea is just that I get to work with dogs all day. I'm one of those lucky people where the 40 or 50 hours a week that I spend in work isn't so I can go off and do something fun afterwards. It's like, this is what I'm passionate about, this is what I really care about, it's what I've always wanted to do and hopefully will always be able to do. You get to make an impact for not just so many people, but so many animals as well. You never start looking at it like a statistical thing. It's not just that, you know, it's another day in work or another dog rehomed. Like, it's every individual dog. Like, you remember their names, you remember their quirks, you remember the families they've gone off to, and it's like, if it wasn't for Battersea, I wouldn't be able to have such an impact on the world for these animals, and it feels really good.
You're a hero, sir.
Whenever a dog finally does get rehomed, it's a mix of emotions. Like, it's obviously why we're here, and we're really happy to see that the dog's gone off to a forever home, because as much as we look after them here, this isn't a place for a dog to stay forever.
Right.
You can tell already, even within like 5 minutes, he's more comfortable around you than whenever we first came in.
Everybody in the family has to meet the dog, including any other dogs that live in the house, just to make sure that everybody gets along with each other. So Rob's going to go home tonight. He seemed very keen and very interested, so fingers crossed Max will be going home with him soon.
I hope so.
Okay. Perfect. Thanks again, man. See you then. Cheers. See you later. Come on.
I feel very happy and comfortable knowing that, like, every dog that I send home, they're going to be feeding it properly, they're going to be training it properly, it's going to be well looked after, and that it's going to a good home.
Look at all those faces.
That place is stunning. It's monstrously huge, too.
Once you take a dog from us, like, that's not the end of the story. Like, there's so much aftercare involved, and we've people that sometimes the day they get the dog home, they ring us because it hasn't gone to the toilet yet, and they just want to make sure that's okay, or 3 years later the dog starts doing something it hasn't done before and they just want to talk through the behaviour with us. And that's the thing, whenever you come somewhere where it's about the animal and not about a profit, the animal's always going to be first, and therefore the customer's always going to be first as well. And I think that's really important. Like there's so many dogs here that need homes and need people to come in and adopt them. If a dog's recently gone home and you're not 100% sure if it was going to get along with a cat, or how it's going to be with this or with that, it's something that constantly plays on your head, because again, at the end of the day, this is someone, like this is an animal, this is someone that essentially whose life is in your hands. You have to decide where it goes or what to do with it.
And that is so important for people to have that support even after they've rescued a dog, because like you said, a couple days later, a week later, a month later, 3 years later, something could happen and you just want to talk to somebody about it, and they're there to provide that support. That is totally
they
awesome.
really are doing this the right doggone way,
Yeah, they
and
are.
with everything in mind, and they really are looking at the dogs first, and that is important.
That is
super
amazing.
important.
I think it's the same for all the rehomers, all the level ones, the vets, everybody that's here. They're here because they want to help animals. It's not a job for them, it's what they want to be doing. If it doesn't impact you emotionally, then it's probably not the job for you. You go on to bed.
If this doesn't impact you emotionally, you don't have a beating heart.
Good night.
Oh, they didn't show if the guy adopted the dog or not. Well, that was beautiful.
That was good to have such an in-depth look.
It was beautiful.
And, see the processes and understand it. And we already understood a bit more of it, and hopefully that explained it a little bit more to you.
Yeah, if you don't know how the rescue life goes, I mean, that was actually very calm. It's a lot more work than anyone knows. And honestly, we do a lot of military videos on this channel, and we are going to continue to do that. I can talk today. And we say thank you for your service, and we mean that. We also want to take a minute and thank every rescue person watching this.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank
you.
you
Are heroes just as much as anybody. And
whether you're a worker or a volunteer
or someone who's adopted,
yes,
you're heroes, because literally it's life and death. This is no joke. The rescue world and the overpopulation is literally nuts. So when we say at the end of our videos, love like Jazz, be as strong as Tyson, we mean that. Those are strong words. And Mandy Potts, hi. She coined that phrase in a Facebook Live video we were doing.
And we are so thankful, because it is very fitting for
accurate
everything that we do.
Yeah, and it's important. So when we say that, we're referring to serious, unconditional love and strength that literally you would just not have in a person. It's really not even possible to attain it. But in honor of our girl and Tyson too, of course. I hope that this, in a way, maybe open somebody's eyes, maybe that didn't know. Maybe you'll make a donation to a shelter near you, a rescue near you that's fighting and needs help.
Maybe if you don't have the extra money to donate to a local shelter,
volunteer.
Go and volunteer. I'm sure they always need help cleaning out a kennel, taking a dog for a walk.
Walking dogs are awesome. I just think this was a great thing to do today in honor of our girl and our boy, of course, too. But we hope that you see that too. And we appreciate you guys, and hope that you did get something out of this. It was great for us to see it. Didn't hurt to see David Gandy either.
Heck no.
Yeah,
never does.
A nice part of the video.
He could be over there and volunteer. He might be there.
Yeah, probably not.
Darn.
But thank you guys so much for being on this journey with us. We do appreciate it a lot. And I hope that, again, this did something for somebody out there. Let us know. We'll be back on... What day is this? It's, Monday. We'll be back tomorrow. I forget about Magic Mondays. We'll be back tomorrow with something different also, but lot more lighthearted. More than ever before, and I've never said this as much as I mean it, my heart is racing right now. And I feel it. Love like Jazz.
Be as strong as Tyson.
Bye.
Bye.